Hello and welcome back to some more Minecraft on the JFS. Hello, how are we all doing today? I'm doing very well because I am here worshipping the sacred parchment at the Thousand Hours Club. Gotta be done. Oh, sacred parchment. Yeah, it's been a little while since the last episode. Sorry about that. But last time we worked on the whole procedural generationiness at the Great Llama Temple, and we are going to continue that today. We have more to do, a lot more to do on that project before we reset very, very shortly. Well, sort of shortly. But before we go back to that project, we have some important business to attend to involving the Thousand Hours Club. First of all, we have 2 more members to add. In the meantime, we've had Shorstin and SPG Scott reach 1,000 hours playtime on the server. So we've got some more invitations and all of this stuff to give out. We have to go find their bases. There are number... Oh, I forgot what number each was. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. And also, I think it's about time we give a little gift to the members of the Thousand Hours Club. I did mention in the invitation, I think it's somewhere in here. You receive gifts from the benevolent number 1. That's me. And I am benevolent. And I will give out gifts because I'm filthy stinking rich. And I've been AFKing at the witch farm. So we'll also need to go around with some chests and give them some nice blocks like, I don't know, gunpowder and glowstone and maybe some quartz. Oh, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But that's what we're going to do first. Then we'll head back over to the Great Llama Temple, and also we'll probably head back onto Excel and carry on with our little weird procedural generation number generator cell shading thing, you know, all that weird stuff I was doing last episode. Before I leave here though, I do very quickly want to show you this, because once we go back to the Llama Temple, I need to tell you something that's happened. We have, I'm afraid, been pranked. Not going to say much more apart from the fact that this, oh my goodness, is now empty. You remember how much stuff I had in it? I hadn't emptied this chest since I made this shop, and it was full to the brim of goodies. They are now gone. They haven't been stolen. No, no, no. They have been moved. I will explain all later on. Anyway, I'm going to head to Shorstin and Scott's base and also set up the gifts for all the other members. I will be right back. Okay, well actually, I'm not entirely sure where Scott's base is. I know he does loads of projects with Rad, so they could be anywhere on the server right now building something. I think it's best if I just leave it in his tunnel to Scott's Fortress of Solitude. But you know the drill. I just wanted to quickly show you what... which one is it in? This one. What Scott's number is. I think Shorstin's 95, which makes him 51. So we have SPG Scott, RSVP. We need... certificate, and we need an invitation. Pop those in here. I did have it in a nice particular order, but I can't remember how I did it now. There's that. There's his number. And here is some of the robes. What do I need? That one. There. No, wait. There. 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 There we go. Do I need a sign on it? Do I need a sign? No. No, let's leave it sort of secretive. It's meant to be a secret club after all. Right, on to Shorstin. Right, here we are at Shorstonia. Or is it Shorstria? I always forget what it's called. One of the two. Shorstin's main base, anyway. It's been a while since we've been here. We originally came here to build that thing. And it's changed a lot since then. More towers. A lot more towers. You know, I know that Sustica, Asus's base, gets a lot of attention, because... it is a very good build. It's a very nice little city, but I tell you what, this is also very good. I feel like Shorstonia is a bit underrated. Like, look at all this stuff. Shorstin's done a very good job here. It really has. So we've got their little docks and things over this way. Look at the crane and the air control tower, air traffic control. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. We need to leave this chest somewhere. Let's leave it, I guess, just near the portal will do. Like, what is that up there? There's just stuff everywhere. Okay, here we go. Yeah, let's just leave it around about here. Then he's bound not to miss it. Boom. Right, so let's get this back out. We need boom, 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 boom. Those three and the book, which I've not got room for. Typical. Showing you exactly the same thing that you've seen already. And there's a noisy portal in the background. This is great YouTube video content for you. There you go, Shawston. You are number 95 if you choose to join the club. Okie dokie. Now it is time to be Santa Claus at the wrong time of the year and give out some gifts to the current members of the 1000 Hours Club. And, oh, what am I doing? Why did I just break that? Why did I just break that? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing right now. But, watch as I do it again. Really is great YouTube content. I was worried for a bit because I was like, crap, I'm going to need to get a lot of nice stuff to give to all the members of the club. Not thinking that members of the club aren't the people I gave the invitations to. They're only the people that gave the RSVPs back. So, for example, Rad and Killer aren't currently members of the 1000 Hour Club because they didn't give back their invitation, so they're not part. Which means we only have Asus, Nixer, Ace, and Dennis to give gifts to. So that's a lot more manageable. I've got some of the stuff in my chests, my shulker boxes, all these goodies, and there's some more stuff in here. So yeah, we're all set. Let's head to their bases now and give them the nice gifts. So here we are at the last place, Asus's base here in Sustica. I'll quickly show you what I've been doing, although you've probably just seen it very quickly in a little montage, but I think it's a pretty nice little package just for doing nothing at all. And hey, it looks nice in a chest. So we have 4 stacks of gunpowder, like so. What next? I'm trying to keep it all in the same place. Oh my god, what is that noise behind me? Creepy redstone. Then we have a stack of redstone blocks, some lanterns, some rockets. Yes. 2 stacks of nether quartz ore because I'm too lazy to break it. Some glowstone dust. I don't know why. Just needed to fill some gaps. And then last but not least, 8 gold blocks, bang in the middle. A gift from the 1000 Hours Club. Happy Marge face. Done. Lovely. Okay, you know, just want to make people feel special and that they're welcome and happy in the 1000 Hour Club. It's very important you do this. Customer service is a huge deal. And I ended here at Sustica because that moves us quite nicely on to the next thing to do, which is back at the Llama Temple. But before that I lie, because actually before that I need to tell you all about that little prank. Yeah, you know, we just gave all that nice stuff to Ace, a certain Ace Namek. Maybe I shouldn't have, because maybe, just maybe, he's pranked me inside my own Llama Temple. Yeah, all my stuff went missing from not only my bookshop at Shoptown, but all my shops at Shoptown. Dye shop, quartz shop, bookshop, Muckluck's bakery, maybe. What other shops do I have? I have too many shops. Anyway, he's done this. Let me just show you. I took the liberty of delivering you your shop profits here. That way you can bank them before the world reset. Love, Ace. And he's not kidding. Yeah. This is all of the stuff that was in my chest. All the iron, the diamonds, the emeralds, the beacons, the glowstone. Not the chicken, this was already here. He even made a Marge out of my profits. Stone brick. And then, not even that, in all of these individual chests are stuff that, you know, you can't just place down. So, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. This is all my stuff. Natalia, beautiful Natalia. So Yeah, I got... I mean, at first, when I first saw this, I didn't really understand what he was doing. And I thought he was doing it sort of to be nice. And I was like, oh, well, it's kind of annoying, actually. Because now I'm going to have to break it all back down again. But then I was like, oh, it's a prank. It's meant to be annoying. I was like, oh, that's fair enough then. But yeah, so yeah, thanks, Ace. I mean, he is right. I would have forgot about all this stuff. I would have just left it in the chests. Hey, I could have given this as some of the gifts, actually, couldn't I? Could have given this straight back to Ace. But never mind. Never mind. Will I have time to re-prank against Ace before we reset the map? I don't know. But even if I don't think pranks get lost on a reset. No, no, no. If that does happen, I'll just prank Ace on the next map. I'll remember. Don't you worry about that. Anyway, let's get back onto procedural generation madness. I need to show you what I've done since last episode. If you remember, I sort of had to stop because I wanted to flatten out the whole world and build on the same level. Well, now I've done that with some help of some guys on the server. And I built the first part of the generation. This corner right here. Let me do a little flyover. Oh, and then ta-da! Here it is. Oh, I didn't actually quite finish it. Whoops, I forgot. But it's almost done. This is it. And actually, as I was building this, I was thinking, oh, this is not looking good. This is not going to work. But then it was done, and I could see this being a really cool PvP place. I really could, because like imagine fighting on top of here, and this obviously is where we're going to put the next layer of towers and things, so this is all going to be built up some more. But then you've got all these different layers to fight on. Like you've got in here, and you've got big rooms like this, and then you've got smaller little corridors around here, and then more big rooms. I mean, I need to light it up more and get rid of all these... all these floating blocks. Like this little area here. This would be cool to fight in. Oh god, where's my bow? So I think this will be really cool, and I hope I can get this done before the reset, and we can have a little PvP play. Because I think that'd be pretty darn neat. Don't you go climbing up that wall, Spider. There's nothing up there for you. And now he's dead. So I think it's time we head back into our Excel. Oh, baby. Into our Excel document as we work on stage 2 of the generation. And here we are back in Excel. Do you remember this weird looking diagram right here? This thing, which you've just seen in Minecraft built. This is the exact shape. So we need to now work on layer 2. And I'll be honest, I was getting a little bit bogged down in exactly how it generates. You remember I showed you that map that I'm basing this on, that random city generation? I was trying to work out what it did in that, and yeah, I got a bit confused, and it was just stopping me from doing any progress, so I'm just going to sort of wing it from this point on. I think I've got the general gist of it though. So now that we're on to stage 2, let's work on this copy I made down here. We need to, again, place starting blocks like these, and then decide whether to connect them. However, because we want the city to be less dense the higher up it gets, because you want kind of busyness at the bottom and then more towers at the top. So yeah, because we want it to be like that, we need to have less of these starting blocks on the second layer. Oh, right, so they need to go in the same place the original ones went. And in this case, it's going to be where there are no numbers, because the numbers decided on the connection. Is this making any sense? I feel like I'm just confusing myself. But so basically, these would be the ones we need to decide. However, because we need to make it less dense, we're going to do... Not there. Whoops. Here. We're going to decide whether or not to add even these. We're going to do maybe a 2/3 chance of adding these in. But you get the picture, right? So there'll be one there, maybe. So what we'll do is maybe random number from 1 to 9. If it's 1, 2, or 3, we don't build. If it's 4 to 9, we do build. And then we'll have a starting set of squares to then connect to each other. Let me do that. Let me just get on with it. And I'll show you what I mean. Okay, well, I'm back. I've had a go. As you can see, there's now some darker squares. These are the next level, and there aren't as many as there should be, because really there should be ones here, here, here and here, here and here. But the randomness, the 2/3 random chance thing, has worked out like this. So that's worked. It's definitely going to be less dense on this second layer. Now I just need to work out the connection rules and stuff, because I don't think it's going to follow these rules that we did the first time. In fact, I definitely don't think it will, because we want things like bell towers. So if it doesn't connect to anything, that's not necessarily a bad thing anymore. Oh, I'm finding it very difficult though. I really am. I'm getting confused. Let me just have a go with the next round of randomness. So the gaps now in between the dark squares, like there, all these four, that one, because that will then work out where to put corridors. And then once that's done, I think we'll have more of an understanding of how it will look. I hope. Maybe. Oh. And we're back. I've now done the tests for whether they connect or not, and this is how it's looking. Honestly, I'm a bit unsure. I think it'll be okay. I mean, it's pretty cool because in some cases we're going to have like a little bridge. You see in this area here, these two were towers, so I had to do a test. Even if there's nothing below it, you could still have a floating bit. So I did a test there, and it connected. So now right here we're going to have a little bridge. That's pretty neat, isn't it? I like that. But there are things I'm confused about. Like right here, this one, is it going to need a stair up to something? Because it can't. It can't have a stair here or here. Well, actually, it could do. Oh no, don't mind me. I'm just talking a lot of rubbish. So yeah, these are like little towers, these ones, because they've got no connections. And otherwise, it's sort of like a little room, but not a massive one. This one, however, if we are going to follow the rules, which I just said we wouldn't, but I think we should for these ones, that should be filled in, because that's a circle. And if you remember, any of these shapes gets filled in completely. So let's just make that dark grey. So we've got sort of like a proper second story room now, which is good. I think that will look good. Yeah, I don't know. It's really interesting. I really do like this because it is very different to anything I've ever done in Minecraft. So before we go back onto the server, I want to go back into that city generation world and show you sort of what it's going to look like for this part of the build. And just like that, here we are back in the randomly generated city. So here is level 1. We've already done this bit right here. We've just sort of designed layer 2, which is these parts here, this little sort of corridor thing. Just imagine this in sandstone. In fact, let me just show you the template that this map uses again. What is it? It's the spruce parts are the second story. So yeah, all these parts here are sort of what we're going to copy and make into sandstone desert-y looking things. The only thing I'm unsure about, and I've said that many times in this video because I'm just so unsure, is where we're going to put stairs. I feel like I probably missed a stage to check where to put stairs, but then at the same time I don't think I have, because imagine if this was our scenario and the randomness said, oh, put one here instead. Like, you can't have stairs coming off this side because there's already one up. I think stairs is going to be something we have to do manually. Like, as much as I'd love all of this to be completely random like this is, I think our own one is going to have a little bit of decision making in it from myself, mainly about where to put stairs, because this is definitely harder to check because you have to make sure there's a place for the stairs to go. Like, you can't have stairs just going off of any side. You can't have stairs going off of this. Oh boy. Does that make sense? Do I make any sense right now? Who cares? Let's head back to the server. And here we are back on the server as the mixed sun sets behind us. Bye bye mixed sun. Yeah, I have come on here and I've quickly put the little sort of rough outline of what we just made in Excel. As you can see down there, I also realised I made a mistake and I forgot to connect up this bit here. There was like a bit where this was another one of those shapes that I said that we would fill in. It was a U shape. So yeah, I corrected that. So it's actually now just one big square, this part. Which, oh goodness, what's going on? Which honestly makes it, I don't know. There's lots of open space on this level. I thought it would be a little bit more filled up. But that is just the randomness of it, I guess. You just can't tell what it's going to look like. And, you know, we might put some things, we might put like a little statue or something in these areas where it's a bit more open. Once it's all done, when we start adding the detail to it. But now I'm going to go ahead and fill in these sections. This, by the way, is what I was talking about. Look, we're going to have a little bridge here. And where's the other section that does this? Oh, God, there's so many mobs everywhere. It is... Whoa! Oh, yeah, it's here. This bit. This is all going to be covered up, so it's going to be like a little tunnel, almost. Very... Oh, no. Very, very interesting. Please leave me alone, mobs. I'm going to get on with this then, like I said, and I'll come back with you when it's all done, and we can see how it's looking. Ta-da! There you go. There is the second layer done of the first quarter of this project. Oh, it's going to take a long time, isn't it? Never mind. I'm liking how it looks. It's starting to become a proper intricate city with alleyways and dead ends and bridges and roads and stuff, so I'm pleased. I'll show you what it looks like. Very, very simple design, just plain windows, and I changed the wood type from acacia to jungle just to split it up a bit more, but it is quite similar as we go through. I still need to decide where to put stairs on the second level, because it's not, yeah, there's no way to get up to the next level at the moment. I think, like I said earlier, I'm going to decide manually, so I might change this into some stairs and move the door over here, for example, that sort of thing. But I'm happy. I really do feel this place becoming a good PvP spot to play in. And next up is just the third level to do. There might be a fourth level. It depends on whether it generates in a way, but I think you can have really tall towers, but for most of it, it's just going to have 3 levels. And this last level, like, there are so few places for a tower even, to be spawned. There might be some on this one, but there will hardly be anything on these ones here, because there's not much room. Oh, by the way, you might notice my elytra sounds really weird, like lower pitched. It's because of the noise cancellation thing I do on Adobe, so if you're wondering, that's why. But yeah, be a few more towers and stuff on here, and that'll be it. Then we can go in and start putting, well, goodness knows what, some colour, I guess, would be nice. Some banners or some wool, anything just to brighten up. Tell you what, we do need some greenery. We need some plants, some bushes, some trees. That would really bring it to life, I think. And then llama time. Oh yeah. But I think we're reaching the end of this episode. I do like this project, but it is very kind of stop and start. Like, oh, I'll show you, I'll go away, I'll do it, I'll come back, blah 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 blah. So hope that's not too bad to watch, and it's nice to see some progress, albeit very slowly. Hopefully the next episode won't take as long to make as this one did. I'm sort of getting into the groove of it now, so what I might even do is, actually I am going to do that because that'll give me something to do off screen. I'll probably replicate this process on some more spots just to get some more progress done. So by next time there might be a lot more of this city to look at, hopefully, depending on how lazy I am. Anyway, that'll do it. Until next time, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.